Hi guys, it's Janet Wakeland with Remarkably Created, and I'm here to open door number 12, our last door. But it's not our last video because, as I've been doing with all of the other products that are behind the doors and the included stamp set, I will do another video for you tomorrow that features tips with what we discover under door number 12, as well as some samples. So let's go ahead and let's open our box. And just as a reminder, if you're very careful, either by using an X-Acto knife or just very gently pushing in, so taking your perforated edge and pushing in and then pulling up, you will be able to repurpose this box for other fun gift giving during the holidays. So it looks like it's going to be more memories and more cards. Oh, these look embossed, which we could do a lot of fun stuff with raised embossed images. So let's take a look at what's in here. And I will say, after opening all 12 doors and the stamp set, you definitely get your money's worth. So for those of you who were worried about the value of this and were hemming and hawing, you are going to get your money's worth. So these are tone on tone, white on white embossing. They are 4x3 cards. That's why I call them memories and more cards. I've kind of been around long enough that that seems to be standard. And they are raised, so they're embossed, which means that you can do some fun techniques with them and things like that, and we'll play with that tomorrow. And then let's take a look at the other images. And as you saw, everything's in a nice Ziploc bag. Ooh, these are laser cut. These are so pretty, guys. So you're gonna have all of these little laser cut pieces, some wreaths, some leaves, some flowers. And they're, again, a neutral, so you're going to be able to spritz them, sponge them, add color to them. So as a quick review, you had these memories and more cards that we just opened today. You've got an assortment of 4x3 cards that are printed, and so you've got those to work with, as well as the printed embellishments, the ephemera. 4 4x4 stencils and a stencil brush. You have 2 full rolls of baker's twine. You had the glitter. This is what we're going to be playing with today, that liquid glitter. You have 2 sheets of embellishments. You have some foil edged ephemera in labels, so for your greetings and things like that. You had 2 full packs of embellishments, and these are equivalent to the full packs of embellishments in the Stampin' Up! Online store. Flat bottom gold sparkly gems, and then just this amazing glitter packet. You had 2 sets of dies, and price-wise, these are equivalent to the $12 sets that we have for Paper Pumpkin. So, I mean, like right here, there's $24 of the $99. It's absolutely amazing, guys. These coordinate with different squares, stylish shapes, perennial postage. The smaller one has stitched markings. These 2 dies here cut flowers from the photopolymer stamp, and you've got these fun images here. Then you had a pack of 20 6x6 designer papers in Stampin' Up! Colors. They are single-sided, but you're going to have a lot of opportunities with those. And then the 24-piece photopolymer stamp set. Bold greetings, lots of great bold images and versatile greetings. So all total, you have 12 products that were behind doors 1 through 12, and then this stamp set that's part of that advent box. As a reminder, it's while supplies last, and as more and more sneak peeks are being shown on the internet, more and more people are seeing their friends with them, seeing them at events. They are getting scooped up more and more. I know I'm seeing more and more sales for them myself as a demonstrator. So don't miss out. Make sure you order today. So let's take a little bit of time to play with this glitter. I know I called it glitter glue, but I'm not finding it tacky like glitter, if that makes sense. So let me show you a few samples first, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of playing, giving you some tips. So here I stamped the fall image and just added just a touch of that glitter, okay? And when it's dry, it's nice and flat, and it's not gonna come off on your hands and things like that. So you just gotta give it time to dry. May You Gather Happiness, that's from that really fun fluffy squirrel set. And we use the glitter to bring out the gold foiling in this paper. Another fun one showing you lots of techniques and reinforcing some things that we learned. So we talked about the dies earlier when we did the die video. Here I used a little bit of that glitter to fill in the open work wording. We have some glitter. If you look at the paper, we glittered the paper and then used it for centers of the flowers. And earlier in the week, I showed you when we did the baker's twine video, how to change the color of your baker's twine and also easily create a tassel. So lots of reinforced tips on this one here for you. This one has lots of fun going on. Somebody's got a very special birthday. You can see where we use that glitter for just elements. This is one of the 4x3 cards. This is one of the gold foil labels. This is a greeting from the stamp set. Here we just added lines to one of the 4x3 cards. We added one of the little foam bows. So you got a really, really fancy stepped up card happening. And then for this one, I just simply swirled the glitter on the background. I actually love all the cards, but I think this is my favorite because it was so darn easy. And while we had this beautiful striped foil paper out, I went ahead and cut 2 trees, cut 2 stars, and then we just used some of that gold foil ephemera greetings. I love ephemera greeting packs. I keep them at my work surface for the times that I can't quite come up with a greeting that I want, when I'm feeling lazy and don't want to stamp a greeting or die cut a greeting. I love our ephemera packs, and I'll link them if you're not familiar with them in the description above. So let's just talk here just a little bit about this, okay? So first, it has a really nice fine nozzle on it. And it is not plugged, okay? When you get it, it is not plugged. In other words, you don't need to open it to peel a tab off or anything like that. It is ready to squish out. Now, over time, if it becomes plugged, a simple little poke with something sharp like a needle, a paper piercing tool, or something like that will definitely help unclog it for you. The biggest challenge is just simply literally practicing and getting that nice, even pressure on your delivery method, okay? Now, as you pull it out, you can use the tip to pull it along, but another tip, and I don't happen to have one here, is to use a Q-tip to help extend that line if you're wanting to go ahead and extend that line. So here I'm just working with it on designer paper. So you're gonna be able to easily add just a little bit of extra bling to any of your papers, okay? Now, as far as how long it takes to dry, it's going to depend on how thick you layer it on and the humidity in your area. We are still in the 80s down here in New Orleans, so it's taking a little bit longer to dry. I did try speeding it up with a heat tool. It helps a little bit, okay? You still just need to put this on, set it aside, go make something else, come back and finish your project. So then the other day I talked to you about my these silicone tools that I absolutely love and I use because they're so easy to clean, even if you just simply peel the image off. But either the fan brush or this brush here work to spread that glitter out and keeping it nice and thin on your paper. With this technique, a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a whole bunch, and you're just going to spread it out, and then you're going to let it dry, and then you'll be able to use it. So here you're just glitterifying the background. You can do it on cardstock, you can do it on designer paper. But again, I love using my favorite fan brush for that look. Something else that you're able to do here on our little puffies, I went ahead and just simply added the glitter to it, just squished it out. Use that tip to move it around. And now I've got golden strawberries and golden cherries that I'm going to be able to use. So I'm going to be able to use it on my embellishments. Again, taking it to that, here's the tag. It's one of the ephemera pieces from the kit. Give me something to work with when I make our last sets of samples. And I'm just gonna drop a dot in each one of these centers. So just kind of bling things up. For those of you that like bling, this is a nice way. You can see I don't have glitter all over my table. I don't have to worry about, you know, the static that glitter seems to be attracted to, any of that kind of stuff. So, but you're able to change the look and just real pretty bling things up. And then lastly, the one that I did where I just did the background, I just put some gentle pressure and all I did was something kind of like that. And I didn't have uniform thicknesses, okay? By that same token, do I have a piece of paper here? You could just as easily, if you have somebody that can write really nice, you could easily write something, you know, Joy, your name, somebody's initials. Instead of doing squiggles, I could do, well, I can do, you know, like a plaid background, so I can have some fun doing something like that with it. So a lot of opportunity, guys. Everything that's in this kit coordinates and works really well together with the other items in the kit. So it's designed to be a coordinating set of 13 items. But of course, as you see here, you can also go out and use it with all of the other fun stuff in your crafting stash. So I hope that you're excited about everything that's in your box. I hope you're excited for our last video tomorrow. And remember, if you haven't taken the plunge yet, don't get yourself all disappointed by missing out. Go ahead and spoil yourself by shopping. And of course, the best way to do that this month, here in the US at least, is to add that box to one of our starter kits. For $35, you could get $125 in product. So maybe it will be this Advent box and a few other fun things that you would like to have on hand in your studio. Thanks, guys.